devices.
Right. So no, they've already done that. So remember there was that drone attack, and then all weekend they launched like over 130 strikes on all these targets, all these supposed Iran militia targets, and they're already back to attacking the bases. The Houthis just hit 2 ships yesterday. After I don't know how many times there have been all these airstrikes against Yemen, yet they don't give a shit. Like, you're not going to... The only way to stop... And this is the same thing happened in Vietnam. It started with an air campaign. They realized, well, the air campaign isn't doing anything. We need ground troops. Fucking do it. Do it. Send ground troops into Yemen. I dare you. Fucking declare war on Iran. Do it. I hope they kill you. Every fucking base will be destroyed. All your fucking ships will be sunk. And then what are you going to do? You think people are gonna we're gonna launch a fucking draft Unfortunately, we're at the place
where not like these people in Yemen or whatever hang out in bases or all together.
No, they're in the mountains.
You could bomb every terrorist base in Syria, Jordan, Iraq, and Iran, and accomplish absolutely nothing. Because most of their fighters are just left home.
Well, the reason why is because we've been doing that. During the Yemen civil war, the Houthis were fighting against the government of Yemen, which was backed by NATO. And we're using NATO weapons. So the Houthis are very good at dealing with NATO weapons. This isn't like a fight they're not like fighting a brand new enemy. I mean, sure, the missiles are being launched by American warships instead of Yemeni missile platforms, but it's the same fucking missile. They know how to evade. They know how to evade them. So yeah, these strikes aren't going to do shit. The difference is the Middle East is no longer letting America get away with it to avoid conflict because they're not afraid of America anymore. They know America's weak. They know it's broke. Its economy is being propped up with bullshit and debt monetization. It used up all of its reserve weapons in Ukraine. It sent a lot of its, the weapons we sent Israel were from, our own supply. We've already exhausted our excess supply. We're eating into our, active supply. And we're not producing these missiles fast enough because we don't want to see, we don't want the metals and the energy. We're trying to do everything at once, which is impossible. We can't fight inflation, fight all these wars, spend money we don't have. This is going to end in inflation, and that's the point. By the way, this is how we defeated the Soviet Union. We didn't defeat them in battle. We bankrupted them. We caused them to fight all these wars and, build these weapons, and they went bankrupt. And their economy collapsed, and the Soviet Union collapsed as a result. They're literally doing that to us. They're dragging us into wars.
Back at you.
They're dragging us into wars, knowing that we're bankrupt, knowing we have no money, and the cathedral will not take the L. They won't realize, even if they realize what's happening, they can't stop it because, again, time isn't on their side. They will get weaker with time. So they can't, they have to somehow pull out a win, stop Russia, stop China, defeat the entire Middle East, all by themselves at the same time, and it's not going to happen, but they don't really have a better option because in the future, the odds are simply going to get worse for them. And it's over, but they don't want to admit it's over. So the good news is, the more they double down, the more damage they do. I know, had they just taken the L with inflation in 2023, I would have made a lot of money instead of losing money. But here's my reach around. Here's my cosmic reach around. It's more important. My freedom is more important than my money. If I lose money but I protect my freedom, that's worth it to me. If the government was being smarter about this, then sure, the geopolitical situation would de-intensify, it would de-escalate, but that would just give them more ammo to focus on us. They turn all their attention to us. And, you know how, I'm sure you've seen it too. All these military recruitment ads everywhere. It's just fucking every...
Oh my God. I went to a movie and it's like the fucking